Hi, this is Trent Chapman. I'm going to share with you today the Autopilot appointment funnel. Now, this is a strategy we've been using for years in our own businesses that's generated thousands of appointments for our salespeople. Now, if you're interested in generating appointments that are pre-qualified, ready to go, then you're going to watch this video to the end to find out how we do this in our business and how you can do the same in your own. Now, the first thing we want to talk about is why this works, because a lot of people have strategies and philosophies and theories on why things work, and we're going to go over the facts of what we figured out and why this approach works. First, text messaging is the primary medium we use to communicate in this funnel and this follow-up campaigns that we use for leads that we generate. Now, this has a high open rate, meaning that a lot of people open and read these messages, and also we can send videos, short videos through text message where they click the link, they watch the video, and they get education or they get motivation to make a buying decision. Also, we have the automated follow-up process to where every few days we can send a message out, and that allows us to capture those people who didn't take action right away. Most leads that are hot are going to take action right away, and they'll go through, consume the content, and they'll watch your videos, but some of them need a few reminders, and so we have a follow-up process in place for that. And also, text message increases the show-up rate for our appointments. So when our people have scheduled appointments, they're only good if they actually have people show up for those appointments. And so our text message follow-up in those appointments makes it so we have a high conversion of scheduled appointment to actually showing up to the appointment. And lastly, text message is a low commitment way to communicate. If you think about this, if you're texting someone and you have a conversation by text, it's really easy to get into a phone call. Now, if I just start calling that person right away, they're more likely not going to answer the phone. But if we've been texting back and forth for a bit, and then I call them, they recognize the number, we have a very high conversion there. Now think for a moment, imagine this, you're a salesperson, okay, you get to your office, and when you get there, you find out that you have appointments already scheduled, people who have said, hey, I'm interested. And better than that, all you have to do is answer a few questions because they've already been educated and motivated to make a buying decision. They have one or two questions you need to answer, and then you make the sale. And so that's really the goal and the outcome we go for with the Autopilot appointment funnel. These are pre-screened, pre-educated, motivated leads that have a few questions in order to make a buying decision. And in some cases, maybe you're just leaving out the price, or maybe you're leaving out some of the details that you know are better explained by phone, by a salesperson. And so this process helps you to take all the heavy lifting and get it done before a salesperson talks to somebody. So if you're a salesperson, you have 5 to 10 appointments every day lined up when you get in the office, it makes your day so much easier. On top of that, if they're pre-scheduled and people that are interested, pre-qualified, ready to go, it makes it even easier. You can have dozens of Autopilot appointments for each of your sales reps. And the best part is these are only costing us between $20 to $60 per appointment, depending on the industry. Now, if this price point scares you off, you probably have the wrong product for this type of a funnel. This is for high ticket sales or high value customers, where a customer has a lifetime value of $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 or more. This is a great funnel to use in those types of situations. If you're selling a $50, $100, $200 product or service, it's probably a little bit more expensive than you want to spend for an appointment. In these cases, unless you have a really high conversion, then a couple $100 product might work out here. But for most people, it's going to be $1,000 plus sales or lifetime value of a couple thousand or more. Now, let's talk about how you create your strategy. Now, the goal again is to increase your appointments and your sales and to convert more leads from all the sources that we have, and only speak with your educated and motivated prospects. Not every lead that comes in, but those have been pre-screened because they've gone through an education and motivation process where we make sure that they actually have the information they need to say, yeah, this is worth exploring more. I want to schedule an appointment. And qualify these leads as much or as little as you want. So if you are in a position where you don't want to qualify the leads because you want more appointments, that's great. If you find out you have a lot of appointments and too many of them are not qualified, there's specific things we can do to reduce the number of appointments that are scheduled and increase the quality of those appointments. So this is a fantastic thing about the strategy. It gives us that flexibility to do either one of those approaches, whether it be more appointments or better quality appointments. Real quick, we're going to go over a sample funnel, and this is an example of the exact funnel we use in several different businesses. We take all the details here so it's easy to follow along. Basically, we're generating a lead. Okay, so we have captured the lead. And in that lead capture process, they either are opting in to receive text messages or they're not. So if they don't, we send them emails anyway. But if they do opt in to receive text, we know we're going to have a higher conversion and we're going to have a better experience with the prospect. So we send out the messages by text and email, and we send them a link to a video immediately. Now this link to this video explains to them the benefits and the quick summary of what they are looking for as far as the pain relief or the pleasure we give them with our product or service and how it's going to benefit their life or their business. And that's what we're focused on in this first video. It's really brief and to the point about the benefits of our product or service. Then over the next few days or few weeks, we send out a text message every couple of days with a video that's different each day that has a 1 to 2 minute video or a 1 to 3 minute video explaining all the benefits of our product or service, reiterating some commonly asked questions or just answering some simple questions that come up as you're discussing things with your prospects. So this is a way to preemptively answer questions that people might have that will get them to the point of wanting to schedule an appointment. Or in this case, we have them watch a 30 to 60 or 90 minute video that explains and sells them on your product or service. Now again, if you're selling a high value product or service, then having a 30 to 60 to 90 minute video that they watch before they can schedule an appointment will actually help to increase the quality of your appointments. And that way you can spend more time with those people who have gone through this process because you know they're qualified. You know that they're educated and motivated to make a buying decision. You just need to answer a few questions for them. And then we push them right to the scheduled appointment. Now some people will jump from the short videos. They'll skip the 30 to 60 to 90 minute video and go right to the scheduled appointment. And that's fine if you want more appointments, you're not worried about qualifying or educating them. You want to spend more time on the phone on those sales calls or those demos or those appointments you're scheduling. That's okay, you can do that too. But that is an option you want to consider as you go along. You might change your process and your strategy. And lastly, we send them a text reminder right before our appointment, usually a day before, an hour before, and help to keep them motivated and excited. We talk about the benefits of the product or service and reiterate why they scheduled the call. Lastly, when you're on the call, you answer some questions and hopefully you make the sale. Now, I'm going to go through one of the processes we use that we've had a lot of success with. Between several of my companies, we've generated over 150,000 leads through Facebook and using the Facebook lead ad specifically. Now, a Facebook lead ad is basically an ad that you place in Facebook that instead of leaving Facebook when they click on the Learn More button, they actually go to a form within Facebook that auto-populates their name, their phone number, their email. And then we ask a custom question. We ask them, in this case, we would say, would you like to receive this video immediately by text? And in that way, we're getting a permission to text them the video. And when we get that permission to text, we're going to go ahead and send them a text message. Once that lead comes into our CRM or our marketing automation system, we're going to text them out that link to that video. They can also click on the View Website button at the end of that lead ad form and go right to that video as well. But the key here is getting their information and getting them to say, yes, you can text me. Now, typically with our businesses, we have 80 to 85% of our leads have given us their phone number and permission to text them. So that's really the goal there, is to increase our conversion. We want to have a high percentage of our leads giving us permission to text them. Now, with our text message follow-up system, on day 2, day 4, day 7, for example, we're sending out videos that invite them to watch that 30 to 90 minute longer video. And then maybe a few days later, we'll ask a question. The question's an open-ended question. We're trying to get them to answer a question by text, and that way we open up that channel of communication where they know that they can reply to that question, and then our team, a salesperson or a customer support person, is going to text them back and forth and answer any questions and push to schedule an appointment or jump on the phone with them right there. So this type of follow-up where we send several messages over a week or 2 or 3 weeks process, that's going to give us the opportunity to get them engaged or keep them engaged and give them more education, more information, and then ask them questions to try and find out where are they at in the sales process. What questions do they have that we haven't yet answered, and would it be a good time to schedule a call with them? Now, when we push them to the 30 to 90 minute webinar or the video we have there, we're having them watch this video by first seeing a short video. In this case, you'll see this one's about 1 minute, 38 seconds, and we're inviting them to take action, which is watch the longer video. Now, this minute to 30 to 2 to 3 minute video is really focused on selling them on the benefit of investing the time to watch that 30, 60, or 90 minute video, where we sell them on the benefits and invite them to schedule a call. Now, in this case, we have that button right below the video saying watch the free training, and we take them right to that video. Now, we're not asking them to opt in because we already have their information, right? And then at the end of the video, we're asking them to text a keyword to show that they're interested. Now, you don't have to do this. You can have, in some cases, a timer on the video page and pop up a button that says click here to schedule. But we like to have them text in a keyword such as success or schedule or demo. And that way we're getting them to say, hey, I'm interested. I want to learn more. And that way we can follow up with them in a different way versus those that have only clicked the video or just gone to the video but haven't actually texted the word success. And automatically we'll send them back a link to our scheduling page. When they schedule an appointment, they're able to pick a time from our appointment scheduling whether you have one person or several people, there's different strategies for different scheduling, calendaring apps you can use for your business. We're not going to get into that right now, but basically they'd select a time for their call, and that would go into our CRM automatically, and then we send them a text reminder the day before and an hour before. The day before with a video maybe to get them excited and say, hey, remember you scheduled this appointment, here's what we're going to cover, make sure you come prepared with this, this, and that. And then an hour before, we're texting them again. Now, what's good about the way we text is with our 10-digit phone numbers, we're sending out a message that they can respond to. We can do two-way texting just like you would with your friends or your family members. You text them back and forth, have a conversation. So in this case, if we're sending a reminder out and they're not available, they can let us know and we can go back and reschedule with them versus losing that communication. And so part of the process we have here is being able to communicate two-way, not just automatically, but two-way through text messaging as a business. And that automation is powerful because we can ask questions, we can send out videos, but it doesn't actually overcome that need to have two-way conversations. Anytime that we try to avoid that human interaction, human connection, we lose out on sales. So we have a way for them to communicate and chat back and forth with us. Now, you're probably wondering, what are the results from this type of a funnel? Well, initially we used to have about $100 to $150 appointments, and now we're down to about $20 appointments across most of our businesses, as low as 15 on the low end. And we also have increased our conversion. We used to convert 1 in 30 to 1 in 40 to a sale, and now it's about 1 in 8. Now, as you can imagine, this drastically increases our profit margins and what we can spend on marketing in order to outmarket our competition. Now, the other thing is that because our salespeople are so busy with qualified leads and qualified calls, and they're closing more of their calls, that makes it so where we can pay a little bit lower commission rate and still have them make more money and be happier while we keep more of the profits as the business owners. And so the results there speak for themselves. When we can increase the number of qualified appointments for our salespeople, increase the conversion of each of those appointments, then it reduces the load and the strain on the salespeople, and they're actually happy to come into the office every day with their pre-scheduled appointments, make their phone calls, know they're going to make some sales almost every single day, and they're happy about that because it's not like they're grinding on the phone, cold calling, outbound calls all day long. They're dealing with pre-qualified, educated, and motivated people who want to make a buying decision, but just have a few questions they need to get answered. So my next invite for you is to set a time to chat with us. You can schedule a one-on-one call with myself or someone on my team, and we're going to discuss your strategy and create a plan. Now, whether this is the perfect fit for you or not, we're still going to create a strategy and a plan with you, and we're not going to push you for any outcome that's benefiting just us. Our belief is that the more people that we serve, the more small businesses we help, that the more reciprocation we get as far as referrals and people coming to work with us when the time is right. So even if you feel like the time's not perfect for you, but you want to learn about the strategy and how you can implement it in your business, let us know. So let's schedule a time to chat, and we'll have a conversation with you, and we'll help you free of charge, and knowing that someday it's going to come back around, whether it be you refer some friends to us or your business gets to the point where it makes sense to work with us. And then for those of you that's a good fit, we'll invite you to come work with us to help you implement the strategy or use some of the tools that we have that can help you to implement it on your own. In either case, we're happy to help you, happy to serve you. So if you'd like to get started with that, go ahead and text the word demo to 858-800-4552. And now it's not case sensitive, it can be all caps, all lowercase, doesn't matter. Just pull out your phone, text the word demo to 858-800-4552. And we look forward to chatting with you and seeing if we can help you put together a strategy to grow your business through automated appointments and have those going on autopilot.